for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Town hall, town board. Are there any additions or changes to the agenda? Any individuals here, members of the public who wish to address the board on matters that are presented on the agenda? We will be having another public comment session open on all topics at the end of our scheduled agenda. Communications, please.
Yes, I have a letter received August 22nd, written to the supervisor. Dear Supervisor Claiborne, first, please express my appreciation to Mr. Pezimon for the outstanding his department has done in cleaning up after the storm we have had this year. The members of the highway department always do a great job with brush and leaf pickup. However, this year, their support to us has been outstanding, handling the usual work in addition to picking up all of the storm damage. I appreciated your ensuring I didn't have anything needed to come before the board at last night's meeting. He was in attendance by his Zoom at the last town board meeting. While attending the board meetings, when the Hurley Avenue used car lot situation was going on, I realized they are a valuable way to learn what is going on in our town. Now, try to attend whenever possible. Everyone has the opportunity to make positive contributions. Thank you for all you do. And your staff, your service for us.
That concludes communication.
Here.
Moving to the agenda items. First item is a motion to set a public hearing for the 2022 East Kingston Fire Company budget for Thursday, October 6th, 2022 at 7:10 p.m. I have a motion. I'll make the motion. Second. Any discussion? No. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The town clerk is hereby directed to post the public hearing as required by law. The next item. At a recent town of Ulster emergency management meeting, Fire Chief McDermott approached me and indicated that the Board of Trustees of the East Kingston Fire Company had taken bids on replacing the roof of the firehouse on Main Street in East Kingston. They were seeking the town's financial support for that action. And I'm presenting here with tonight a resolution to make an expenditure from the Capital Reserve Fund for the benefit of East Kingston Fire Protection District for the replacement on the roof on the East Kingston Firehouse, Main Street, East Kingston, in the amount of $39,950. I'd like the record to reflect that this is subject to a permissive referendum as called for in the resolution, which means that the town clerk will have to advertise the permissive referendum, and the town will not be able to disperse the funds until 30 days after the statutory period is expired. May I have a motion to accept the resolution?
I'll make that motion.
Any discussion? No. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Unfortunately, the chief of police is at a function called Cops and Combs tonight at the Jolly Cow. We do not qualify for Combs, but he is over there with several members of his department and some cars and face painting and other activities for the children. Right over here. Okay, we can go for a field trip after the meeting, depending upon how long it takes. So in our package is the standard agreement for the Kingston Consolidated School District SRO arrangement for the calendar year, for the school year 2022, 2023. There appears to be some minor changes that make the agreement more workable, and the agreement has been updated for the current year cost of providing this service. May I have a motion to authorize the supervisor and police chief to sign that agreement? Any discussion?
I read this document. I think every year the chief does a good job of working with superintendent schools to continually modify agreements to make it more workable. There was a lean away from it for a while, but I'm appreciating that here that the town police department and the school district are working together mutually to give the students an opportunity to best. So I appreciate that.
All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carried. Next three items relate to investing of town funds. Under the section for the new investment account at Bank of Greene County is a chart from the St. Louis Federal Reserve showing the discount rate over the last several years. We are coming off of a period of historically low interest rates. And we've seen some rather steep increases in the last 90 days. We're expecting additional increases going here in the next 90 days. And I would like to have the town prepared to execute a revised investment authority with different options so that we are able to take advantage of the increasing interest rates as they develop. The first item I would like a motion for is to authorize the supervisor to open a new investment account at the Bank of Greene County, which will be a 90-day deposit, carrying an interest rate close to the 90-day treasury bill. Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. The next two items are resolutions. One is for New York Flat, and the other is New York LAF. They are both functionally the same. They are cooperative investment vehicles. They are exclusively made up of school districts, counties, local governments, and they pool their funds to obtain rates of interest. New York Flat is a day-to-day deposit relationship where you can redeem your money on a daily basis. So I would like a motion to accept the resolution authorizing the supervisor to invest funds in New York Flat Municipal Cooperative. Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Motion carries. The second one, while New York LAF offers the same basic day-to-day depository relationship, they also offer time deposits, which would allow us to lock our money up for a year at a premium rate to that rate which would be obtained on a 90-day investment. And we have some classes of reserve accounts where the money is not needed on a month-to-month basis, and it would be to our benefit to invest them for a longer period of time and earn a higher interest rate. So with that, I would like a motion to accept the resolution as presented for New York LAF. Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Mr. Secreto, next three items relate to personnel.
First one is promotion for the Harold Benjamin, the detective sergeant, partner with the police from the general fund. This is full-time, competitive with the union, which would be the CBA, full-time health insurance, step 8, Wage with the 41.86 an hour. Start date is 9/11/2022. Chief Ferrari would like to recommend the promotion of Detective Benjamin to the rank of Detective Sergeant. Detective Benjamin has been a detective since 2019 and has shown strong leadership ability within the detective division. With that, I ask for motion to promote.
Normally, we would have the swearing in and a ceremony here, but I think she's enjoying her and tone for that. Any additional comments? All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
Next to our resignation letter, letters coming from a couple of the officers downstairs. This is Chief Ferrari. Dear Chief Ferrari, this letter is before me of my intent to officially retire from the Town of Ulster Police Department on the scheduled date of Wednesday, September 14th, 2022. It has been an honor serving alongside you and the other men and women of the Ulster Police Department since 2002. Respectfully, William P. Moise. With that, I ask for a motion to accept that letter.
So in good standing.
Any good standing?
Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
The next retirement letter comes from Sergeant Robert Ferrari. As you may know, I recently completed my 25th year with the Ulster Police Department. Many events have shaped my career, and I have the honor and privilege of serving the residents of the Town of Ulster while working with my fellow officers. I have enjoyed many days here. It is, however, time for me to allow a younger generation to take it from here. This is not a big decision I have taken lightly. I have decided to retire effective September 3rd, 2022. I thank you for your friendship and the time we spent together. I wish you, the officers, and the people of the town well. All my best, Sergeant Robert S. Prince. With that, I ask for a motion to accept this letter in good standing.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. As the town has faced the prospect of increasing petroleum costs and noting how our fleet is deployed throughout the year, we have had discussions about deploying electric vehicles. And we have gone out under an OGS mini bid and sought a price on 4 Ford F-150 Lightning electric pickups to be deployed throughout the departments in the town of Ulster in an effort to understand how we will integrate electric vehicles into our fleet in the future. So with that, I would like a motion to authorize the purchase of these 4 vehicles under OGS mini bid for a total sum of $180,000. Should be noted that the expected delivery is about a year, and that we will be required to upgrade charging capabilities in the departments in which these vehicles are deployed. Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. And the next item on our agenda is a motion to authorize the police chief to go out to bid for dry cleaning services to the town police department. Our current vendor has a long-standing relationship with the town and has held the price steady for the last at least 6 years, and is now experiencing the same problems that every other business is experiencing with supply chain and inflation and cost of services. So it is not right just to give an adjustment to the price, but must go through the formal process. So I ask for a motion to authorize the police chief to go out to bid for dry cleaning services. Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. During the course of the review of the quality in redevelopment for Rufco. Great attention was paid by the planning board during that process to a small piece of blacktop that is on the town's road inventory called Monica Lane. The road is not used by the town, has not been maintained by the town for several years, and lies within the right of way of the New York State Route 28. In discussions with the highway superintendent, he agreed that abandonment of this small piece of blacktop would be appropriate and in the best interest of the town. With that, I present a resolution calling for a public hearing to be held on the qualified abandonment of Monica Lane at 7:15 p.m. on October 6, 2022 in the town of Ulster Town Hall in this room. I have a motion to accept the resolution as presented. Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Moving on to old business, the next four items are all in relation to the town's proposed submission of a grant to the New York State Environmental Facilities Corporation for funding of the replacement of the Ulster Water District's small tower on the south side of the district. First resolution is to authorize the supervisor to prepare an application for the 2022 New York State Water Infrastructure Improvement Act funding program. I have a motion to accept this resolution. Second. Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item is in relation to preparation of the grant application by Mark Lauer Associates and the development of the engineering report by Bernier and Larios. It is proposed that Lauer's fee be $1,800 and Bernier and Larios not to exceed $3,250 for their services in preparing this grant application. May I have a motion to accept the resolution as presented? Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Motion carries. The next item is a resolution that is required under seeker to declare replacement of this tank a type 2 action. Under seeker, it is a replacement in place, the exact same footprint of the current improvements. Therefore, it is not subject to a seeker review. So may I have a motion to accept the resolution declaring a type 2 action under seeker for this project? Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. The project cost is estimated to be $1.8 million. The town is seeking a 60% grant from the Environmental Facilities Corporation. As part of the grant application, the New York State Environmental Facilities Corporation wants to see that the town has financial ability to fund its equity commitment. Here is a resolution to appropriate the sum of $724,400 for the Ulster Water District storage tank replacement reserve towards the replacement of this tank in the Ulster Water District. Balance in this account approximately $800,000 at this point. Any discussion? Yes.
But two topics, but recently, I know the town of this part of the
Paid? Yes. You're getting paid for the water when you're supplying to the city. All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. The last item on our agenda relates to a complaint that our building department was contacted about by the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation about illegal dumping in the city, in the town. I know from my conversations with Supervisor McKenna in Woodstock and Supervisor Costello in Saugerties that these types of actions take a long time to address frequently end up in civil litigation. I propose tonight that the town of Ulster flip that model on its head and immediately commence civil litigation to force a quicker resolution to this problem. So tonight, there is a resolution presented in the package authorizing attorney for the town, Jason Kovacs, to commence a civil action in New York State Supreme Court on behalf of the town against Joshua O'Brien for illegal dumping of demolition debris and other materials on a parcel of property on Potter Hill Road in the town. We have a motion to accept this resolution. Do I have a second? Any discussion? Not on the side that does not have first-hand knowledge, but as you can see, is not here tonight. I don't think there's anyone in this room that can answer that question about that. That's why I'm out to the town board. Second? Okay. All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 7:21. I think I won the poll. That concludes tonight's agenda. I would like to open the floor to public comment for anyone who has anything to say about any matter. Hearing none, I ask for a motion to adjourn. All those in favor? Aye. Aye.